Afternoon folks, welcome back. Okay, another little tie for you. This one is going to be the Hothead Diawl Bach, Hothead Black Diawl Bach. Cracking little pattern for darker water, good for early season. One of those flies that stands out from the crowd, especially if there's a lot of naturals around when you're fishing with buzzers. So let's just crack on. Hook and the vise is a size 10 nymph 175. That one. Thread for this job is a UTT 70 in black. We'll just get that started up here. Another pretty easy fly to tie, folks, and just take your time with it and get the proportions right and near away. So the tail for this, the throat and the tail hackle or feather we're using for this is just a black hen, just a single black hen I've taken out of there. Back of a cakeman. I'm going to select a little pinch, about that sort of amount there is going to be enough for me. I'm just going to pinch that off and then offer that up to the hook, and I want that just to, not a massive long tail on this, but just enough. That's going to do me about there. Just pop that in and work your thread down like that. Beautiful. And then back up here, and I'm going to trap in the rib, which is, as is so often on a lot of these nymphs, is just fine silver wire. Okay, use this for lots and lots of stuff. Now take a length of your wire and then just again back up here and just work that down to that point there, and pop your wire and the vise out of the way. Body for this, you can of course use peacock curl. For this particular one, I'm going to use pheasant tail, so I'm going to use a dyed black pheasant tail, and we're just going to select a couple of these. These are centre feathers, so they've got quite decent long barbs to them. We're just going to select a couple of these out of the middle here, and cut them off, and thin end first, just catch them in and work your thread up out the way, up to the top, and then just start working back up. Just taking your time with this bit. You can use that left hand just to catch those fibres as they go, but to stop them from untwisting, and bring that up as far as it will allow you. Somewhere in about there is fine, so you're just a few millimetres away from the eye there. Catch that in, trim off your waist, and then come back up in the other direction with your wire rib. And the wire rib just gives a little bit of attraction, bit of segmentation, but more than anything it just protects that fine pheasant tail body from the fish's teeth. Do us, bring it up, finish off at the same point there, just catching a couple of wraps there. Okay, next bit to the bottom, this is the beard underneath. So for that you can rotate the whole vise, or because I've got the camera in here zoomed in, I don't think it's going to work, so what I'm going to do is actually turn the hook upside down in the vise just to make this easier to show for you. Lovely. Just catch that in. Like that. And then come back to our hen. Okay, so we've got our hen feather there again. And select another little pinch, suitable pinch, similar to that you've used on the tail. And just pull that out. Offer that up to the hook, and you want that just to come into the bend there. That's about where you want it. You don't want to go too far back, just into the bend there, so that looks about right. So I'm just going to lay that down, and then a couple of loose wraps with my tying thread, and then I can move it if I need to. That's lovely. And then trap that in a couple of firmer wraps here, and then we're just going to trim this excess off. Nice quick fly again. I'm rattling through these quick flies, and then just finish that off, and then I'm just going to turn that back round in the vise there, and then you're just going to whip finish that Don't worry, this bit looks a bit untidy up here for a second, because we're gonna, the next step will tidy this up. Just whip finish, bang, and this is the bit that really brings it to life. So in with the other bobbin, the other tying thread, this is your red thread, your fluoro red thread, your GloBright number 4, number 5, just coming over the top of that. Just like that. Many good days on these patterns. Do the same thing with the crunches as well. Create a little hotspot head on them with the crunches. They work a treat, and they do just stand out. As I said before, often when they're on the buzzers, fish dial buck's a lot with buzzer. When you're off the buzzer feeders, just easier to control the depth with them. But when you're on the buzzers and you want something, there's loads of naturals in the water, and you want something that's going to really stand out, this is the kiddie. So I'm just going to finish that off with a little drop of varnish. That'll help bring that colour out as well. Look at that, it really makes that glow. What a great little fly this is. I've yet to find a lake where this doesn't work, if I'm honest. Small waters, big waters alike. Certainly the Midlands reservoirs chew. I've caught plenty of fish on flies like these with these hot spots in them. But yeah, there you go, folks. It's a little hotspot dial bark for you. Easy to tie. Highly recommend having a few in your box. Thanks for watching.